Hey there everybody, welcome to, I think it's pronounced Terroir, or something like that. Terroir? Or Terroir? Terroir. I don't know. But either way, this is a winemaking tycoon game, so I'm just going to help myself. Anything to do with alcohol and tycoon gaming's got to be worth a shot, eh? But anyway, I received this through Terminals, and it's, it's not out yet. I think it comes out on the 26th, available on Steam. So do be sure to go over there and check it out, especially if you're into the winemaking type of thing, and if you're into tycoon gaming. This is a really difficult little game. I've had a little go on it, nothing serious. So we're probably going to go through a couple of playthroughs on this episode, and this is only going to be a one-shot episode. It's basically a first impressions episode, and yeah, let's get to it. We are going to go through the whole process of winemaking, basically. So you can set your difficulty. So the first difficulty is 70 grand start off. 35 grand is the standard difficulty, and then you got 23,000. Which this one is just going to be insanely hard, especially if you don't know what you're doing. And we do have pests, rot, and overexposure chances. But this one, they kind of decreased. But your final score is actually decreased by 30%. We're going to go with the standard one first of all. We'll see how we get on. And if we get on okay, then we'll carry on with this one. If not, then I'll go on to a different playthrough and I'll do the easier setting. So we're going to call it Cams. Cam's Wine Vineyard. That's a maximum percent. I will just call it Cam's. Yeah. So, first of all, we're going to pause it, just so I can explain a couple of bits about the actual UI. So, first one is we got our cellar, and obviously we've got nothing in here at the moment. We can go to the market. And then we have certain types of, certain different distributors. Now this one is a brutal one. I don't understand why this one's so bad. I think it's because you cannot increase your relationship at all with this one. And these ones you can actually increase your relationship with them. So the more you sell for them, the better. Second one, the second tile is obviously your vineyard. So this is a vineyard right here. This one is actually a new one. I don't know what this one is. So let's just unpause it real quick. So we can click on this and we can add a tile onto this. Again, I'm not too familiar with every single tile, what they do. But in my opinion, you want to go for the loams. But first of all, we're going to start off with just one, because these do actually cost maintenance. So the more you've got, the more it will cost. Let's have a look at this one. This one's a lake, and this one's an empty lot. You do have instructions, so this is all of the instructions down here. I've read through a few of them, but I've not read through a lot. The wine awards do happen every 4 years, and you can actually enter into that. So let's go onto here, and we can plant our first load of grapes. Now we've got two types of grapes at the moment, and that is a Cabernet Sauvignon and the old Chardonnay. So, but this one is going to cost us a lot less. So let's go for this one first of all. Let's just pause it again. Now let's go into our cellar. Actually, let's not go into the cellar. Now we can actually get a loan. So if we want to get a loan, we can do this, but we have to have renown for this. So you gain renown by making decent wines. We can actually have different ambient objects. So this is for sunbathers. This is for sunbathers again, so they can catch a tan. Again, another one for the old sunbathers. You got a tent. Oh, I suppose you can put this one in the woods. So let's just check this out real quick. Can we put this one here? Can we put this there? No? Oh, okay, we can actually sell this. We've just wasted some money on that actually, which is a bit of a bummer. Let's go through and have a look at some more of the ambient furniture. We got a signpost. Before GPS there were signposts that pointed people in the general direction of places hundreds of miles away. Okay, that's fine. I'm not really sure what these do. I do know this one actually gives you some renown, so we can actually build one of these and it'll give us some renown, but it does actually cost a lot of money. Got some wood effect used to keep away the whatever is in vineyards, need to protect themselves from. Okay. A vessel for fermenting wine, that's fine. I'm not sure whether we can actually... Can we buy some more of these and put these? I'm not sure whether we have to actually unpause for this. Oh, we put them there. Oh, okay. Oh, that's fine, that's fine. I've not really messed around a lot with these. Like I say, I've only played it for a little bit. Place to relax. Maybe have a point of wine. Yes, a glass of wine. Okay, that's fair enough. Signboard. Does anyone even order the special anymore? I believe that these would be for you can buy like a tavern. Does anyone know? Blah blah blah. We've got a respite from the daily toil of the vineyard. Oh, okay, that's fine. A little warmth in the wilderness, that's fine. Oh, a lighthouse. Okay, that's fine. A traditional wine press used to obtain juices from the grapes. Okay. Steel vat. Usually white ones. Where there's a farm, there's usually a tractor. That costs 100? Oh man, we're going to buy one of those. Yeah, let's buy one of those. Yeah. So like I say, I don't know whether these like give you any buffs or whatever. A little bit interesting. So, okay, then we've got a torch. Need to be done late into the night. Okay, we'll get one of these actually. And we'll put one of these right here. And we'll get another one as well. And now, I'm hoping that they'll carry on working through the night then. Let's just buy another one. We'll put this one here as well. Actually, we'll put it over this end. Yeah, sweet. So you notice that our wine is actually growing, or our wine grapes are actually growing. Now, if we actually click on this. Oh, okay, that gives us a buff. So the forest actually gives us a buff. Cool. So 10% increase in its monthly yield. Okay, that's fine. And you'll notice that here it says optimal foliage, and it'll give you the age as well. So if we carry on going for a little bit longer, it'll actually go to heavy foliage. So now we get our shears and we cut this down. Now what this does is it actually increases your yield. So if you look down here, you've got your total yield and the ripeness as well. So you can actually cut this right back to this, but as you can see, the yield would have gone down a little bit there, and we've actually contracted fungal rot. So we'll keep that growing for a little bit longer, because we basically just want to crank this out as quickly as possible. Now I'm not sure whether this bird is doing anything wrong to us. We got a deer there. It's pretty sweet. We're going to cut this back. We're going to cut it right back actually, because we want to get rid of some of this fungal rot. So this is actually decreasing our yield by 30% every month that is on it. A little bit crap, but you know, we're learning. Now there is another tab up here, and we can upgrade our chateau, and we can check out our finance report. We're not going to be upgrading anytime soon. And then what else you can do is you can get a blank tile, and you can add some research buildings and some other things as well, which you can actually research quite a lot of stuff. So let's go. Oh, it's actually starting to ripen now, and we've actually got rid of our fungal rot, which is really good. And we did that, I believe, by cutting it back. So the yield will actually start going up now. So the ripeness will actually help us with increasing the acidity level and the sweetness as well. So if we leave this for a bit, and we'll hope that we won't get fungal rot or anything, we'll wait for the ripeness to go up, and I want this to be about 1. Once it gets to 1, then we will get a ton of yield. So bang, this is perfect. So as you can see, we've got acidity, sweetness, tannins and body. Now these are what it. So if you think of what you'd have when you buy a wine, so like a Cabernet Sauvignon, it will tell you the acidity, the sweetness, and it normally talks about the body as well. So it's got like a full body or a weak body or whatever. And we'll go on to this. Through a combination of excellent weather and canopy management, this year's grapes were exceptional. This wine gets +1 to its final rating. If its final rating is 3.5 stars. So anything above 3.5 stars will actually get 1 plus onto that. Now, the next stage is to actually squash or crush. So we've only got one method at the moment. We can obviously get more by upgrading our chateau. So let's crush the grapes. Ideal. Now, every 2 weeks of fermentation decreases sweetness by 1. So it's at 6 at the moment. So I want to decrease it by about 3. So let's go for we go for 2 weeks, then it will decrease it by 2, I believe. So let's go for that one. And then while we're here, we'll have a look at how much this is. So we need to get 20,000. And then what we've also got as well, which I'll go on to right now, is we got this. Now this is basically, I don't know if you remember or if you ever played Monopoly. You used to have like your chance, and I can't remember what the other one was. Community chests, that's what it was. So it's like chance and circumstances. So let's do it. Now we can pick either a chance or a circumstance. So we can take a chance or we can take a circumstance. We're going to take a chance. Online banking error in your favour. You get to... Yeah! That's pretty cool. So we need to get a 5-star wine in order to get another one. Now, for every 10% of pressed juice, your acidity increases by 1. Before your wine can be aged, you need to press the must to obtain the fermented juices. Use the slider to determine the ratio between pressed and free run juice. More pressed juice means higher acidity. So we will do free run juice, and because we don't want to affect the acidity any more than it already is. Now, aging softens a wine's tannins and acidity, giving it a smoother and more balanced taste over time. The decrease in tannins and acidity stops at certain values, depending on the storage type. Some storage methods have a chance of imparting different flavours to your wine, so experimenting with each could lead to some interesting results. Okay? So, decreases acidity by 1 and tannins by 2 for every month you leave it stored. This is the most common variety of wine barrels used across vineyards in the old world. So, we want to decrease this by 1, and we want to decrease this by around about 2 or 3. So I'm actually going to leave it for 2 months, because we want a little bit of acidity. So we've got more growing right now. That was actually quite quick. That actually grew pretty quickly, which I'm quite impressed with. It's actually winter, so we can't actually grow anything at the moment. So let us just increase the speed, and we will keep an eye on the months passing. So we want to go into, I believe, February, which is now. So let's go into our vineyard. 4-4, beautiful. Now that's good. So let's bottle. And we want to choose a cork, because cork's always better. So first impressions can mean everything. So make sure your wine looks as good as it tastes. Give your latest creation a name, select a bottle design and choose between a screw cap or a cork. After that, you've got your final product. So if we put Cam's best, perfect. And then we've put a cork. And I'm going to pick this one right here because this one actually looks quite pretty. Now we'll bottle that. And then we go onto our bottle and we organise the tasting. Now we've only got these 3 at the moment. The more renowned and the more better wines you get, the better tasters you get. So if the most uppity wine reviewer says it's great, then surely it must be. Invite wine reviewers to a tasting session to obtain a star rating for your wine. Your rating will affect your wine's suggested retail price. Okay, so invite to tasting. So we've actually got a 5-star rating for that. So Chameleon knows his wine. Anyway, so what we can do now, you won't know this just yet, but I already know it because I played it a little bit. I think I played it for about 4 years now. So every 4 years, starting in the 4th year of a new game, you get the chance to join the Castle Fuel Institute of Viticulture and Oenology Wine Awards. A notification icon will appear. So you need submitting a wine for consideration will automatically deduct 20 bottles of that wine from your inventory. So you'll only be able to enter wines that you have at least 20 bottles of. As long as the award entries icon is present, you can submit as many wines as you want. Note that every submission costs 1,000. Okay, so we will keep 20 bottles of our wine. Now, each one of these you can only sell half of your stock to, apart from the end one. Now this is probably the difference in why it's so cheap. So let us go 350 and then 350 again. Okay, so we've still got 20 bottles left, so we've got more than enough in order to keep for the wine awards. So let's sell, and then it takes approximately 2 months, and we've also got a 5-star rating, 5-star wine. So what we can do now is we can actually go back into here and we can take another chance or a circumstance. Now we're going to go with circumstance this time. Ah, bollocks. This is not one that I wanted to go for. So 3,000 bottles of wine over the next 3 years. So we need to give the services 3,000 bottles of wine. Now that's a lot of wine. I'm probably not going to be able to do it. Now you'll probably notice at the bottom here, our money will start going up pretty soon. There you go, 23,000. And we've got some wine growing. So it's got no foliage, but the ripeness it's gone right up for some weird reason. Ah, 29,000. Now do I pick up another wine vineyard? So it's overexposed at the moment. I'm not sure. Oh, hello. Ah, I got a plan. Let's just have a little. So let's buy. Can we stop the exposure by doing this? I think we might be able to. This is funny. If this works, this will be really, really funny. I mean, you know, they're kind of sunbathing, I suppose. I'll tell you what, if this actually works, this is pretty cool, and a nice little touch, to be honest. So how many have we got? So we can have, I think we can have 20 of these. So there is a couple of things that I'd change in the game. Like every time you go in and out of a menu, I'd probably not make it unpause. And the tutorial, I'd probably say that'd be better for it to prompt you rather than having it just so you can read it. Because if you're like me, I can't be asked to bloody just read through a whole load of stuff. I'd rather be prompted as and when it's happening. Is this working? So let's have a look at ambient items. Okay. So ambient items can be purchased to customize from your vineyard. You can open the ambient items. 2 items can be bought that will grant you a large amount of renown for a high price. For the first is the inland lighthouse. Yeah. So I don't think that they actually make a difference, but they look pretty cool. Alrighty, so let us just put up the speed, and hopefully the sun will bugger off at some point, because we could really do with this yield going up. Could really do with that rain as well. I'm probably going to think of getting this one. Right, okay, so it's not going to be overexposed anymore. We're probably going to leave it a little bit, and hopefully this will go down. Let's just grab this. Oh, come on, it's bloody autumn, for Christ's sake. And they died. Shit. That's exactly what I didn't want to happen. Oh well. Let's get rid of these parasols. Well, we can actually sell these, which we're probably going to do actually. Yeah, let's do that. Sell. Ah man, that would have been a really cool little feature if that would have happened. It does look like they actually started growing again, actually. Yeah, light foliage. It's growing. Strange. Very strange. Okay, let's just cut this back a little bit. We'll actually cut that right back. So we're actually getting more light to the actual grapes themselves. Okay, let's just put up the speed. This might be a good year, actually. Shit, we got fungal rot. And we're going to be overexposed. I believe if we keep the foliage, it will stop the exposure. There you go, cool. So you're constantly battling between exposure and fungal rot. So when it becomes autumn, we will cut this back. Slow this down. And there we go. I'm hoping that it's gonna, this is gonna start going up. Yeah, there you go. October. And hopefully November doesn't bring in the winner. There you go. And we got 0.8 tons for that one. That was pretty good. That was alright, actually. We've done quite well on that one. Increases tannins by 2, that's fine. So if we actually had that yield from the first one, that would have been pretty good. So, every 2 weeks of, we're going to do less than 2 weeks, and we can keep it around about, it'll probably be about 4. So it'll be 4, 4, and then once we do this it'll be 2. It may even go down a little bit more than that as well. Yeah. Cool. Now, so again we want to go for around 2 months. Okay, so we probably could have left that for a little bit longer, but I was a little bit panicky because of the year before. Yeah, we need money desperately. So let's go into here, and we'll check out how our wine is doing. It's doing pretty good. And we're going to go for, and we'll go Cam Sweet Cabernet Sauvignon, because this one's a lot more sweeter. Go for cork, and we'll put it in this bottle. So organised tasting. Now if we go down, we've actually got a prestige level 2 down. So we'll go on to this one. So if this dude says it's good, we're going to get more of a rating. So we've got 4.5 for that one. It's really good actually. Cool. Quite happy about that. And what we'll do is we'll go onto here and we'll sell it. Now we've got +2 now. So our wine is actually going to cost more the more the rating is, which is good. So 288, and we'll go 172. So we've got 20 bottles of that as well to enter into the wine awards. So let's put the speed up, and we should start gaining some money. So 1 more year, and then the wine awards will be here. So started gaining money, which is really good. So it's a very interesting little game actually, and very difficult. You have to be kind of like really on your ball, which is quite surprising with such a really simple game. But obviously it's very early stages at the moment. I believe it's going to be released into early access on Steam on the 26th. So obviously feedback will be great for him. And yeah, it's just a generally nice little game to play. It's a nice little break from the hectic games, or for the really like, and you have to actually use your brain as well. You know, it's not something that you can rush through, which I kind of enjoy. Okay, the yield is going up, which is legendary. Keep going, keep going, keep going. So summer is here. If we leave the foliage, I think we'll be alright. I really wish this would come down here. Right, okay. I'm actually going to cut this back, and I'm going to pause it, and we're going to crop it now. Or as soon as it gives me a chance to. Come on. I would really, really like to crop it now. Right, okay. 1.1 tons from that one. Yes, nice. Yes, crush. I have no idea what the plane's all about. Alrighty. So, as you can see, these ones are it's actually gone up quite a bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to let it ferment for 1 month. Now this would decrease by 4. No, by 2. So it'll go down to 4, which is good. Come on, quickly. And boom. So we're going to do the same as what we would normally do. And we're going to go for the common French oak. And we're going to go for probably 3 months this time, because we need to decrease it a little bit more. And as we had an early harvest this time, so yeah. So that's 2 months. And this will be the 3rd month. So when we're in February, we'll actually get. Ooh, there's a wine. There's the wine awards. So pick a wine. Let's go for the 5-star. And then we'll go for the 4.5 stars in this. Submit. Boom. It's actually going to cost us a couple of thousand, but that's fine. Right, okay, so your refusal to contribute to the war effort was seen as a defiant and ethically conscious stand by the general public, and as a consequence, has improved your chateau's renown. You get 50 renown, maximum renown being 100. So now what we can do with our renown is we can actually get a loan. So basically it is your renown multiplied by 2,000. So 2 times 5 is obviously 10, and then put 1,000 onto that, so we can get 10,000, or no, 100,000 if we want to. But I'm not going to go for that. We don't need it. We're not strapped for money at the moment. So let us go into our cellar, and we'll check out how our wine is doing. And it's doing really, really good actually. It's actually leveled out really well. Okay. We'll go for the cork, obviously. Cork is always much better, and we'll go for this one this time. Looks pretty. So you do have to pay for the bowls, so bear that in mind every time that you do it. So organised tasting. We'll go for the 2, 1, and the 1 again. Invite to tasting, and we got a 5-star rating again. Nice. So let's go on to here. There we go. Let's do it. And we're going to go for a circumstance again. To catch a counterfeiter, it has come to your attention that there are counterfeit versions of your wine making their way to the market. After informing the police, a detective from Interpol has contacted you with information about an elusive wine counterfeiter known as the Buenos Aires brewer. Due to the high demand of for your wines, it seems you are a favourite target of the brewer. The detective has offered a way out. If you produce any 3 wines with a rating of at least 2 stars or less in the next 5 years, the brewer will think less of your chateau and move on to counterfeiting bottles from better ones. From now until the end of the mission, your wines are worth 10% less. Ah, man, really? That sucks ass. So, as you can see, though, you can have bad ones, you can have good ones. So let us go. Boom. So we're going to get quite a lot of money from this actually. And we'll go 5.26. Okay. 2.74. There you go. We'll keep 20 back for the next wine tasting. So now, as long as your distributor relations are at 5, you will be able to sell 100% of your bottles to Hurricane. So we can actually sell all of our wine to him. So we can actually just like filter all of our wine into one person. So Manhattan will buy your wines for 10% more. Okay. So this one will be better because we can actually sell it at our actual price. Ideal. Now, let's just let that run. And we should actually gain a lot of money from this. So 17, boom. And we've already got another crop growing, 30,000. Right, I'm not going to waste any time now. And I'm actually going to buy another one of these. Yes, cool. Now plant. And we're going to go for a white wine this time. No, we're not. We're going to leave it for a little bit. And we're going to go for another run with this. And then we'll go for this one. Or do we get a loan? Let's get a loan. We'll go for 10,000. And we'll pay that back over 5 years. Cool. That will help us out a lot. Sweet. And it is realistic for us to do that. And we've caught it at the beginning of the spring. We should be able to plant these. Yeah. So we'll cut this right back because we've actually got some fungal rot. Okay, the white wine is actually ripening pretty good actually. So let's get a rush on. So we've got no debuffs, which is good. Very happy about that. So we've actually got 1.1 tons at the moment. Okay, let's have a look. Ah, we didn't win that one, which is a shame. Oh well, we didn't win any awards, but oh well. Better luck next year, or next time I should say. So this is overexposed at the moment, which is a bit of a shame. Has stopped producing, that's fine. So let's just put a rush on. We'll go for it. Okay, so we need to work on this pretty hard actually. This one's not too bad, but this one we do need to work on this one. I've not actually practiced with that one yet, or I've not actually tried with that one yet. So let's crush. Okay, cool. So the crushing's actually taken a lot longer now because obviously we've got 2 loads to do. So this one, we need to decrease it by, I'd say, we'll try and keep it at 5 all the way through. So we do less than 1 week for that one. This one we need to do a lot. So it decreases the sweetness by 1. So that'll go down to 6. And now go to 4. Perfect. Let's just rush this. We are going to go into quite a bad... Actually, what we'll do is we will sell these wines. So sell 20. No. 20. Quantity of... excuse me, we've got 20 of those. Oh, okay. No, we haven't. We'll sell these, actually. There you go. And then the 5 here. At least that'll give us a little bit of money. And we won't go completely bankrupt. Okay, let's go. So, Chardonnay. This one is the one that I'm bothered about. So that will increase the acidity by 1. So we probably want to get this up to about 3, I'd say. So we go 20% and 80%. Perfect. So alright, okay. So the sweetness is a little bit higher on this one. So we will go onto this as always. And this one we need to get down to about 4. Maybe 5. So say 2 or 3 months. We go for 3 months. We got 2 more months left of that. If we fail, we actually go bankrupt. So this is what I'm saying. It does get really hard. It's probably because I bought this one. I shouldn't have done that. I should have left it as it was. Yeah, we know. So let's just check out, see what our wine is doing. So this one, we can probably bottle this one. Well, no, we can't because we haven't got the money. So that sucks a little bit. But yeah, we were on the right page. We're actually going to go bankrupt, which is a bit of a shame. And I'll just let you see what happens when that happens. Yeah, such a shame actually. Really gutted about that. There you go. So that's what happens when you go bankrupt. I'm not actually going to do another one because I actually went on for a lot longer than I thought it was going to do. So yeah, this has been Terroir, a winemaking tycoon game. Do check it out. It's out on the 26th. I'll leave all of the links in the description as always. It's really fun little difficult game, and it's a nice chilled game as well. So if you want to just chill out and have a fun experience, then this is the game for you. So yeah, as always, obviously if you like the video, don't forget to leave me a like. Support is always really appreciated, and subscribe if you want to see any more. And any thoughts, any suggestions, any questions, put them in the comments. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And as always, stay green.